Kia ora, I'm Grant from the Liaison team. If you're looking to upskill, make a career change, or study for the first time since high school, UC has a range of professional development courses, flexible study options, and support services to help you. For admission purposes, UC defines adult students as anyone over the age of 20. This gives you adult entry status, which means you don't need university entrance to study here. Over half of our adult students are over the age of 25, and a quarter are over 35, some of them well over. So don't worry about being the oldest in the class. Some of our adult students are making a career change, and others are doing tertiary study for the first time. Some are the first in their family to come to university. But we're all here to help you, so don't worry, everybody's welcome here, and you'll find others like you to study with. If it's been a while since you last studied, you may need to polish up some of those writing and study skills. The Certificate in University Preparation, or CUP, is a 13-week course designed to help people who are just coming to university for the first time or haven't studied for a substantial period. It's a great way for adult students especially to brush up on their study skills. We have a range of study options. Some are available part-time, others via distance or in block courses. Some start during the year, not just at the beginning. If you're wanting an undergrad qualification, a bachelor's degree will usually take you 3 or 4 years of full-time study. If you want something shorter, we have certificates and diplomas. If you already have a bachelor's degree, then our graduate certificates are a great way for you to study a different subject. Or our postgraduate certificates and diplomas are a good way for you to develop your expertise in the subject that you're already knowledgeable in. Part-time study options include our MBA program and our summer school, and most of the other programs that other students study full-time. Studying them part-time just means it'll take you longer. But some programs can only be studied full-time, so it's a good idea to talk to us about your options. If you're not focused on getting a qualification and just want to study 1 or 2 courses, the Certificate in Proficiency is what you should enrol in. This enables you to pick a program of learning suited to you. If later on you decide you want to get a formal qualification, then the courses you've already studied can usually be added to that qualification, but this won't happen automatically. So again, you need to talk to us. Our UC team can help you explore your study options, answer your questions, and support you along the way. Whether it's distance, part-time, block courses, whatever you need to do and whatever your situation is, we can help. To discuss undergraduate qualifications, talk to the Liaison team. To discuss postgraduate qualifications, talk to the student advisor in the college that teaches the subject or qualification that you're interested in. You can even talk to our UC Careers team and use their online tools before you're a student here if you need some help to set your goals. As an adult student, you'll be able to tap in to all the other support services available to all the other students, such as the Academic Skills Centre, student care, the cultural teams like Pacific Development Team or UC Māori, the Health Centre, the Rec Centre, and the libraries. But we also have additional support for adult students at orientation, and at the start of each semester, we have a special adult tutorial from the Academic Skills Centre. Also, you could have a mentor, an age-appropriate mentor, or join our UniLife social program, which has a special group for mature students. My biggest tip would be ask for help early. So many students say they wish they'd asked for help earlier or gone to the Academic Skills Centre sooner. If you have a question, you're not sure where to go, please ask. The whole UC team is here to help you, and if we're not the person who can help you, we'll point you in the right direction for where someone can answer that question. So please ask. Everyone's situation is different, so I encourage you to contact us and talk to us. You can go online and use the Ask UC chat function or call our contact centre, and they'll answer your questions or put you in touch with someone who can.
So my name's Michelle and I'm a mature student at UC. I came to university because I wanted to turn my hobby into a career. I was a hairdresser for about 15 years. I had an amazing, fulfilling career that allowed me to travel and live and work in other countries. But after quite some time doing a trade, you get a little bit sore, shoulder started hurting, started thinking, am I going to do this for the rest of my life? And then how can I turn my hobby into a career? Because while I was traveling, I started learning Spanish. And I started to think, well, if I went to university, did a Bachelor of Arts, open up quite a few options through education or bilingual things. But I was freaked out because when I was 17 and I was at high school, I don't know about you, but I couldn't write an essay. And so I graduated from high school, but I didn't actually pass with a university entrance, which I didn't care because I went to do an apprenticeship. But that was always in the back of my mind a few years ago. I can't go to university. I'm going to have to write an essay. What am I going to do? Freaking out. I'm not smart enough. But university is not like school. It's all about your motivation, what you want to get out of it. And as an adult student, you've given up so much of your life. You will focus and you'll ask for help. Successful students ask for help. But I had no idea. I thought I would be thrown to the wolves. Like, here's university, fend for yourself. I was being overwhelmed with how much help there is. It's been so mind-blowing, the support services that there are on campus. There's the Academic Skills Centre here, and they can really help you. You can have one-on-one sessions to go through an essay draft or an assignment. They can help you even understand what it is that your teacher wants from the question that they've given you. And they have workshops as well so that you can really build your writing skills and stuff. I think being an adult student, an advantage you have with time management is if you have been working, then you're used to a routine. And I think the most important thing and what people told me was treat university like a full-time job. Come to uni 9 to 5, Monday to Friday, Saturday and Sunday if you want. Make sure you have a break though. University is like a roller coaster. Study, 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 freedom. Study, 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 freedom. When you are studying and you have assignments due and you're feeling a lot of pressure, prioritize what you need to. Tell your friends you love them, but you'll see them next week. I made a really amazing friend she's in the engineering department. It's nice when you do make an adult student friend in your class, hopefully, that you can have a study group with. You can meet up for a cup of tea or coffee, doing things on campus and not feeling like everyone's staring at me because I'm an adult and I don't work here. Like when I first enrolled in uni, I thought, I just need to go, just smash out these 3 years. It's probably going to be really horrible, but then I'll get a piece of paper that will help me get a job. But it's nothing like that. It's actually like a massive community. It's really changed the way that I look at everything. Being an adult student, you've already laid the foundation of life, so you do have like a massive advantage.
Hi, my name is Vic and I'm from Singapore. I'm an international student and I'm doing Bachelor of Criminal Justice, not to become a lawyer, but to become a police officer. Back in Singapore, I was being a businessman. I was taking over my father's business. We were running a hairdressing salon, so it wasn't smooth sailing because my father passed away and my siblings are way younger than me. So being a sole breadwinner of the house is really not easy because I'm 27. And I took up these responsibilities when I was 21. So there was a big jump in my life. My ultimate dream was becoming a police officer, but when my father passed away, when I had to take up responsibilities, things changed, and I couldn't think about my dream at all. But when I see how my siblings were growing, I realized that there is time for me to go and pursue my dream again. And that's when I started looking out for where I could pursue my dream, where I could study and all. And New Zealand was one of the best places that I could choose, and I never regret the decision. When I came as my first year, I was really struggling emotionally and how I'm going to survive, being an adult and taking care of my family back in Singapore, but also, studying and meeting all the requirements in passing my grades and going to second year. It was not an easy decision, but student care service was there with me. I'm someone who proactive when to seek help. And one thing that I really enjoy about being in UC is that the culture they have cultivated among international students and domestic students is that you're never alone. There are services, there are people there to just provide you not just with academic support, but emotional support. Being an international student, one thing that I struggled was to leave my family behind. And I left my siblings back in Singapore, and I also left my business. So it was not an easy decision at all. There were times that I really thought, like, am I really doing the right thing to come back into studying and all? Because I was earning a good sum of money and I was doing well and everything. But something in my heart was saying that I should pursue my dream. I should pursue something that I really want to do. Student care service was one of the best places that I went to, and I really, really encourage anyone who's coming into UC to look at them, because not just in terms of planning or in terms of financial or in terms of emotion support, they are just there to just listen to you. It can be just a catch up or just want you to feel comfortable, or you just want to talk to someone. Student care has been one of them, and I really encourage anyone who face those uncertain times, you just have to go seek help and ask help, and you will get help. The other service that I used was UniLife and UC Mentor. I thought, why not just sign up for it? And that's when I started making lots of friends, lots of connections, lots of new people, and they were just so friendly and giving me the vibe that, I'm not alone. This team and members were there to like pull me through and guide me through and show me that, it's going to be hard, but you're not alone. And one thing that I realized that I want to give back. I really want to give back what I've went through, what I've learned. I'm now a UC Mentor leader, and I'm a UniLife leader, and I'm also helping out in student care during the enrollment process, where I'm also guiding the international students with the processing. I went through that help, and I'm now being prepared, and I'm able to give them the same thing again. We have people to support you, to engage you, and to encourage you.
Kia ora, my name is Jared Skelton. I came to university as an adult student, having always wanted to be a teacher, but then found myself doing other things in my life. Prior to going to university, I owned a couple of businesses actually. I was a courier driver for a long time, and I owned a landscaping business. I'd drive past a campus as an adult, dreaming that I had done it at a younger age, but I ended up travelling for a wee bit, coming back, and then starting a family, so which meant that dream kind of had to be put on hold. I thought it was going to be permanently on hold, but like I say, life happens, and then I did find myself in a position where I got to make that choice. Having bit the bullet and having realised that there was going to be lots of things that I'd have to sacrifice in order to be a successful student, I did that, and it was the best thing I ever did. So it was 3 years of hard slog, obviously not earning money. I already had a son, so Finn was a big part of my motivation for doing well. I think going to university at an older age meant that I didn't have time to muck around. Having not studied for 12 years, when I spoke to the people at UC, they suggested that I do something called the CUP program, which was essentially a way to make sure that I was able to complete all the requirements to get a degree. So if I was able to write an essay or to do the study, essentially. So the CUP program was phenomenal. It was a summer course that I did over a course of 12 weeks. I was apprehensive and scared, but the CUP program, it was a brilliant stepping stone, having not studied for such a long time and then about to enter this higher education. It gave me confidence. It set me up to be able to write essays. It showed me how to reference. I met people that then went on and did their degree at Teachers College with me. So straight away I made relationships and started my degree first day of school knowing people. Having been an adult, obviously in the adult world for a long time, and then coming to university finding myself alongside school leavers, I certainly found that a bit of a challenge. You'd be in the middle of a lecture and everyone's screens were up and I'd be up the front. But if you looked across, everyone was on Facebook, whereas I was intently listening to the lecture and trying to scroll every single thing down that they had said. That was a bit of an adjustment for me. I very quickly found my people within my course. I found like-minded people that were there for the same reason as me, or there were some amazing young people that I met. We would share notes with each other, we would study together, we would make sure that we had each other's backs, or we would look after each other's kids while we would go off and study, or we'd bring all our children to one spot and they would run around and play while we tried to study. So not doing this alone was a big part of again, my success. I grew up in Christchurch. I'm one of 3 boys. My family very blue collar, very hardworking, and the whole idea of leaving high school and going on to study was just not even on our radar. It was a really big deal for my family. I know that my dad was super proud in the fact that one of his sons has gone through university. My mum and dad were up front on graduation day clapping their little hands off and were very, very excited. It was something that I'm super proud of, the fact that I've shown my sons that bettering themselves or following something that they genuinely are passionate about is attainable for anyone. Just got to put the mahi in. Being the first to go to university in my family is a milestone for me, but now I love that I've set the tone for my children.